Hi, everybody. Welcome to another Fantasy Log. This is, goodness gracious, Great Balls of Fire.
Or based off some of those pictures, eat balls.
Or eat balls, yeah, basically.
And big ass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anywho, this is our bonus pay-per-view episode, as we like to do. To take a look at the events. This will be WWE Great Balls of Fire for last Sunday. No news on a pay-per-view episode. We'll cover all the crazy shit going on with Hardy's versus That Owl, England versus Mexico, and everything else that's happening. It will be covered.
And Enzo versus the world?
Who versus the world?
Enzo.
That too. We'll cover
all this and more on our 4-hour weekend special.
Basically.
And Cass is huge.
He's bigly Cass.
He's huge.
We'll get there. In the meantime, let's go ahead and do what we're here to do tonight, one step at a time. Let's take a look at the scores. As you can see, still in the lead as of right now at 68-81 is, you can't see the team names because the lists are way too fucking long because this is the longest season we've ever done. But in the lead, of course, is Team Extreme. Followed at 58-95 by the Certified Balor Club. I'm going to keep the name till SummerSlam because fuck it. And 53-25 is Team Apocalypse trailing in third back there.
Well, Enzo still is the certified G and the bona fide stud, and you can't teach that.
I don't know. I think he's not a certified hospital patient. We're gonna get there.
He comes in. He gets wheeled in. Oh, it's you again.
And you can't cover that.
Wow. Okay then. So yeah, let's go over to the leaderboards. Boop. Top of the leaderboards is the Cruiserweight Champion Neville. Neville. 516. Followed by the United States Champion and new face of America Kevin Owens at 509.
Not anymore.
The WWE Champion Jinder Mahal at 474. Followed by AJ Styles at 455. The Raw Women's Champion Alexa. What?
AJ Styles is the U.S. Champion, you idiot.
Yes, but we haven't covered that yet.
It still happened at the same time.
It did, but we haven't covered it yet. I go based on the current set of coverage.
Fair enough.
The Raw Women's Champion Alexa Bliss at 453. The Intercontinental Champion The Miz at 440, followed by Samoa Joe at 418. Finn Balor at 416. Seth freaking Rollins at 388. And at one half of the Raw Tag Team Champion Cesaro at 371. Edging out the SmackDown Women's Champion Naomi by just 1 point.
Good. Also, cover boy Seth freaking Rollins.
Yes. That is correct, sir. Now let's do this. From I don't want that one. I want to go alphabetically. Okay. Now, I was going to say that, but fuck it. Yeah. For those that didn't hear, AJ Styles won the U.S. title at the Madison Square Garden house show this past Saturday before Great Balls of Fire. Because there's a live show, we are not going to score the entire card. We don't want to start justifying what happens on house shows for purposes of this fantasy league. So, but we also can't ignore something major like a title change. So we're playing this by ear as anything like this happened. This is the first time it's happened since we started doing these seasons. So what we're going to do is we're not going to score the card, but we are going to go ahead and give AJ Styles 40 points for claiming the United States Championship. So I'm going to go ahead and award that right now. It's going to put him at 495. Mm-hmm. And he will have those points. And then we will move on to Great Balls of Fire proper, the Raw pay-per-view. So let us proceed. What the hell did I do with the results? God damn it. I had
Bailey
the results.
won everything. She got 900 points.
Yeah, right. If only.
Also, not to impugn the feud of Enzo and Cass. But how did Enzo v. Cass make it on the main card and the Cruiserweight Championship match is relegated to the kickoff show? What the?
Because they hate the cruiserweights.
Yeah.
They chased out Austin Aries over it, so...
Yeah, pretty much.
We'll be covering that too on Saturday.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Did we cover that last week?
Yeah, we talked about that last week, dude. Where were you?
Did we? Okay.
Yeah, because it happened like the day before, so I could see why.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, that's gonna be later.
Yep, we talked about that already.
Fair enough. Yeah, because they confirmed it and shit. So.
Yep, we know.
He got kicked out like Kermit. Oh.
He left. He quit. He was like, "Fuck this shit."
Wait, he got kicked out like what?
Like Kermit, because they fired Kermit's voice actor.
Oh, I thought he quit.
He said that he was fired.
Oh, okay.
And given how friendly Disney is, I'm gonna believe him.
Well, hey, let's be honest. Not the worst thing that's happened to a Muppet actor.
It's true.
Anyway, so
Neville versus
yes, we're not with the
Ozawa.
We're not there yet. There's other shit on the pre-show. Hold your horses.
I don't think that matters.
There are things that require scoring. Calm yourself, Iago.
Jaffa.
Yeah, by the way, random Muppets. By the way, yeah. God damn it.
Yes. Oh, viewers that someone would draw Jim as Jafar, Jeff as Iago.
That would be funny. Anyway, completely random, by the way. If you like the Muppets and you ever get a chance to go to a con and where he's there, go visit Guy Gilchrist, the guy who does all the Muppet artwork, because he's awesome.
Nice.
I got a signed Rainbow Connection poster. It's very cool.
It is very cool.
It is very cool. And he will personally autograph your shit. He takes commissions. My friend's got a Kermit and Miss Piggy Muppet Baby shot that he personally signed about your dreams coming true, quoting the song lyrics.
Nice.
Mine was just the end of Rainbow Connection, Lovers, the Dreamers, and Me. And then he added, and my real name too, which I'm not going to say on here because we're on the air. Just pretend it said, and James too. And then he signed it, which was cool.
Yeah, Kevin Melissa's was really cool because he literally wrote, quote, "May all your dreams come true." And I'm just like, oh, it's a line from the song.
It is. It's very cool. But anyway, if you want more on that, go back and check out my almost 3-hour recap of Kineticon that we did the other night. And you can learn all about that good stuff like that there. In the meantime, we're going to open up the kickoff show. Renee Young, Peter Rosenberg, and David Otunga are on the pre-show panel. I guess Otunga got another break from his movie.
Yep. Mr. Hudson is back.
Indeed, for the moment. This is the last pay-per-view, too. He was just taking a break from his movie.
Or the movie's done and he's back. Because he was going to transition into, well, not going back to the ring.
We know, but we don't know how long the movie was filming for, so.
Mm-hmm.
They said 6 weeks, but who knows? Anyway.
I didn't realize that was him. He doesn't even look like David Otunga anymore. Like, who is that? And then she like mentioned him. I'm like, that's David Otunga? What the hell?
Okay, who does he look like?
I don't know. It's just I think he like grew his hair out a little bit and changed his hairstyle, and I haven't seen him in a while, so maybe he looks a little bit older. But for whatever reason, I didn't recognize it when he's in. I'm like, who's that black guy? Like, because Rosenberg was talking to him, so I thought maybe Rosenberg, like, because they didn't have anyone else to do the kickoff panel, and Rosenberg is doing it now, he brought someone like from ESPN or something.
Oh, okay.
And then Renee Young actually was talking to Otunga and actually said, or not talking to, it's when they came back after like a little, advertisement thing, and she's like, yeah, and joining me of course is Peter Rosenberg and David Otunga. I'm like, that's David Otunga? I think also he bulked up a little bit, so he's not like scrawny like he used to be, and I'm not used to seeing him like with steroids. So
Otunga?
Yeah.
He bulked up a little more?
Yeah, he looks bigger. That's part of the reason I didn't recognize him, because I'm not used to him being like fucking Brock Lesnar size. I'm like, Jesus.
Did he slim down after he stopped wrestling? Because he always was like questionably big.
Well, for his size, yeah, but I mean, it was still proportionally about right.
Mm.
But this time, and then it might have also been in the clothes he was wearing. He didn't look like David Otunga, and I'm like, wait, that's
Gotcha.
David Otunga? Okay.
Yes, it's David Otunga. Let's move along. I'm
Well,
just
he was
saying.
wearing a Sub-Zero mask, to be fair.
That would be awesome. That needs to be his new gimmick.
Okay, then.
Mortal Kombat.
Go ahead, sorry.
Introducing Glacier 2.0.
Yes.
He's the younger brother of the original Glacier who had to take up his title.
Well, technically, WWE owns the right to the gimmick, so they could do that.
And he would have to debut right after Great Balls of Fire because he can't be on there.
Ha.
Yes. Anywho, sorry. We actually opened our pay-per-view proper with an interview with Seth freaking Rollins, who basically talks about how Bray Wyatt is just mad because he called him out for pretending to be a god, and that Wyatt's biggest enemy is the truth, and that Wyatt doesn't stand a chance, and by the end of the night, he'll be paying for his sins.
His biggest enemy can't be the truth because the truth is shattered.
Yeah. Well, the Shadow Truth didn't make it on the pay-per-view, so...
Even though number one, they were on the card, so they were advertised. Number two, Goldust is in the fucking actual advertisement for
Really?
Great Balls of Fire. Yeah, he's in the commercial. He's right. You can't miss him. He's all gold.
Wow.
Yeah, and I made the point to you that doesn't really matter a whole lot. I pointed out to you Triple H was in the Vengeance advertisement. I thought Rick would have more reaction to that. Okay.
Sorry.
Does John get the joke?
Was that the one where he was injured for it, or was that?
Yes, the one where they filmed an entire pay-per-view. There was nothing but him talking about, "Have you forgotten my vengeance?" And that they showed for like a month, and then he wasn't there because he wasn't cleared in time.
Oh, wrestling.
Pretty much.
You so crazy.
Anywho, so Seth freaking Rollins gets promo points. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
Before we get into the insane shit.
He gets freaking promo points.
So, freaking points. So 5 free.
Rollins.
And it's 393 for him. Okay, moving along. We go back to the panel, but no sooner do we do that than does the screen cut to black and we cut to Bray Wyatt in a dark room.
Of course. Of course.
He says that Rollins will suffer tonight and he'll make him a believer, and that tonight Rollins is going to burn.
Ooh, he's a monkey?
Promo to Bray.
Oh, no one got the joke.
Hey, he's a monkey.
He's a believer.
Of course, no one got the joke. Most of our audience wasn't alive when that happened, unlike you.
The monkeys were awesome.
My problem with them is I always think of that Simpsons episode where Marge liked them and the girl on the bus was like, haha, they don't even play their own instruments or something. Made her cry.
Okay, then. Yeah. Anyway. So after this, we go back to the pre-show panel again, and this time they're joined by Dana Brooke.
Mm-hmm.
I remember her.
Yeah. She discussed she's there to discuss the hatred between Alexa and Sasha. And she talks about how their beef goes all the way back to NXT. But they're interrupted by Emma, who says she needs to talk to Dana immediately. And then leaves. Dana then finishes up talking to Renee, predicts Sasha will win, and then goes to find Emma.
And then we hear nothing about it.
Basically.
There is no payoff to that bit at all, because WWE. We didn't even hear about it on fucking Raw. Like, Dana doesn't even fucking show up. I'm like, what?
If it helps, there was payoff on Twitter.
Oh, they're doing social media storylines now.
Dana sent out some kind of a tweet about how Emma had made some valid points to her, and she had some things to think about. Something to that, general effect.
Does that mean re-heel turning Dana Brooke?
I have no damn idea.
I'd like to see face turn Emma. I think that'd be cool. But like with her gimmick that she has now, as opposed to her actual face gimmick, which was garbage. I think that'd be kind of cool. If she has an in-ring
It
skill.
could be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it would work, but they could try. Anywho, appearance points to Dana and Emma, which I awarded while you were talking.
Mm-hmm. Well, would Dana not get like promo points for doing the whole interview thing? Since she was actually a guest on the panel.
Valid point. I will give Dana 2 additional points.
All right. Moving on.
So after this, Paul Heyman is in the social media lounge.
Ah, yes, Paul Riss.
Paul is indeed.
I love what they did with Paul Heyman because it's like you don't see them do this very often, and it's a thing that I like to call continuity. Something that WWE severely lacks a lot of the time. Where Paul Heyman elects not to sit down because if you remember, a couple weeks ago, I got choked out by Samoa Joe. And remember last week when I was with Brock, Joe came looking for us. So you'll have to excuse me if I stay standing just in case I have to run the hell away if Joe shows up. So I don't want to get caught sitting down where Joe can choke my ass out. I'm like, wow, really?
Let's see here. Yeah, apparently it was a Twitter, Instagram. Emma had some real interesting things to say. Yes, we go way back to at WWE NXT, and she is one woman who knows me inside and out. What happens next?
My.
Double question mark. I don't know.
HLA. HLA. We want Bischoff.
So the comments. I hope they join the Titus brand.
No.
No.
If anyone needs to join the Titus brand, it's Nia Jax.
Heh. Anyway, so promo points to Paul Riss.
Yeah, he's basically answered questions from the fans.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, I think Nia could really benefit from Titus Worldwide because it would actually, give her someone who could actually talk on the mic.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Titus Worldwide is actually pretty good. Like that entire gimmick, and he's not terrible on the mic. So
No.
Yeah, in all honesty, when they first started, I was like, oh, Jesus, they're not going to do anything with this. But it seems like they're actually doing something. It's like, keep this up.
Yeah.
It almost seems like the inspiration for this gimmick was based off of the Stark Industries gimmick for Cody Rhodes.
Mm.
A little bit, except like a face version of that gimmick. Titus coming out in like the nice press suits and shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so
Admittedly, Cody would have been better.
Yeah. Anyway, after Paul versus promo, we do have ourselves a Cruiserweight Championship match arranged by Titus Worldwide with the Cruiserweight Champion Neville defending against Akira Tozawa representing Titus Worldwide. Titus does escort Tozawa out to ringside for the match. And Tozawa does control a good portion of the match.
This was a pretty good match.
Yeah, countering most of what Neville threw at him until the end when Neville rolled outside to recover from a Shining Wizard and a Frankensteiner. And when he jumped back in and managed to crouch Tozawa on the top rope and then kicked the rope for more punishment and then allowed him to nail a spinning heel kick for the win. So Tozawa will get competition points.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Tozawa, let's see. The competition points for pay-per-view are 8. Base of 8 for everything.
Mm-hmm.
So Tozawa will get 8 points for competing and 4 points for moves. Is 12 points to Tozawa.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Ha! Ha! Ha!
He's
Ha!
71.
That puts him in the top 10.
It does.
Titus O'Neil.
Yes, so we get accompaniment points. That's 2, puts him at 53. Okay. And then Neville himself got a retainer on this. So Neville's going to get 8 points for competing. He's going to get himself, let's see, what's a match win worth around here? That'll be 30 on a pay-per-view. And so, let's see. What is a cruiserweight title worth these days?
40?
40 for a win, 20 on a retention.
Ooh.
So Neville's going to get 30 for the match win, 20 for the retention is 50 points, 8 for competing is 58, and 6 move points is going to be 64 points to Neville. Neville.
Damn.
That's 74, and
That
6
puts him
is
at number
580.
Jesus Christ. That puts him in the number 1 spot. Was he already in the number 1 spot? He was already in the number 1
Yeah,
spot.
he was already there.
Now he's further in the number 1 spot.
So then we go into the pay-per-view proper. We unfortunately have to trade in Vic Joseph for Michael Cole.
It's true.
And we're emanating from the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, which we're informed is sold out at 16,500 in attendance. And our opening match is Bray Wyatt versus Seth freaking Rollins. And Seth pretty much dominated.
A decent match.
Seth pretty much just dominated the match, and then Bray poked him in the eye and hit him with a finisher.
There was some back and forth. Yeah, Rollins was showing superiority, shall we say. I wouldn't say dominate the match, but he was showing superiority. But Bray still got in some good offense.
Bray hit a move or two here and there. You know, he hit that modified rock bottom that he does, and a few other things.
Mm-hmm.
He got some moves in there, but the match ended after the ref tried to separate the two, and Wyatt poked Seth in the eyes behind the referee's back. And then hit his sister Abigail for the victory. So Seth Rollins is going to get 8 for competing and 4 moves. Is 12 points to Rollins.
All points to you.
What do you mean? 405 live.
Yeah, my credit to Seth Rollins for selling that Sister Abigail. He was fucking dead. Just blam, dead.
Yep. And then Bray Wyatt is going to get himself 30 points for winning a pay-per-view match, 8 for competing in it is 38, and 5 move points is 43 points to Bray. 43 points to Bray. 53 and 5 is 358 for Bray. All right. So after this, we cut to the backstage area where the Hardys are being interviewed. And Matt Hardy says he was watching superhero cartoons with his kids before he came to the arena. And tonight, they're facing supervillains with superhuman strength. But Jeff says they're going to make history tonight just like they always have.
Spoilers. No, they didn't.
Yeah. Promos to the Hardys.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Jeff. 62 and Matt. At 44. Okay. After that, Enzo Amore makes his entrance to the arena and cuts a promo.
Pretty good promo.
We're calling the backstage attack, saying he's not going to let Cass stomp on his dreams. He's a star, and he's going to spread his wings and fly. Cass may be tall, but he'll always be an Enzo's shadow because he's about to become larger than life.
I believe I can fly.
Enzo then proceeds to say the Cass soft line himself. And then Cass comes out with his new entrance music. And Cass beats the shit out of Enzo in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's a squash match, which I'm like, why was this on the main card? And again, the Cruiserweight freaking championship is it?
I think you answered your own question earlier, because this is the best thing on Raw right now. So yes, there's a crossface chicken wing, some press slams, and a big boot to end the match. So Enzo had no moves, as he traditionally doesn't, so Enzo's going to get 8 points for showing up. And I'll throw up 5 for the pre-match promo. So that's 13 for Enzo.
Mm-hmm. I will say this feud, though, has made Enzo so over with the fans, it's not even funny.
Yeah.
He's like the most over person on the fucking show right now.
Mm-hmm. See, now there's an interesting idea.
What's that?
What if Enzo joined Titus Worldwide?
Oh.
That'd be stupid. He doesn't need a mouthpiece.
No, but they could use him.
Yeah, that's why Enzo would never agree to it.
I'm just saying, imagine if Enzo were the mouthpiece for the group and Titus acted as his Cass.
So he hires Enzo not for the wrestling, but for being the mouthpiece?
Yeah.
Yeah, he basically hires Enzo to talk, because that way Titus can focus on the management of the group, Enzo can do the talking, and the other guys do the fighting.
That'd be interesting, and that would make Enzo a liar.
Also, given Enzo's size, he could probably push Enzo for the Cruiserweight title, too.
Maybe.
His finisher is a top rope splash.
He's going to feud with Drew Gulak.
Yes.
Speaking of which, apparently in Drew Gulak's last match, he actually used a top rope move and then went on to WWE YouTube channel. They actually shot something where he apologized for using a top rope move.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I saw the video where I didn't watch it, but I saw that he had one where he apologized for using one. I'm like, that's legit.
Yeah.
That is very legit. So anyway, Big Cass is Big Cass is going to get 30 points for winning a match. He's going to get 8 for competing in it. It's 38. And Cass had 3 moves. It's going to be 41 points to Big Cass. 95, 05, 15, 25. And then, how many more did I say? 25 and... So, 26. So, 226 then. Okay. After this, it is time for the Raw Tag Team Championship 3-minute Iron Man match.
Have fun scoring that.
No, most of it's done. We're good. Like I said, it's not hard. That's why I pre-score things. So I'm not on the air for 15 hours. I should know for the record, by the way, I haven't said it. I saw none of this pay-per-view. I should just say that.
Fair enough.
Mostly because I was filming a Connecticut recap while it was fresh in my mind. So, yeah. Anyway,
That
so
did
this is
stop me
apparently
from having it on in the background.
Yes, but the difference is your internet won't bite the shit for having it on while recording.
This is true. This is very true. But yeah, this match was actually a pretty good match. I kind of had a feeling the Hardys weren't going to win because I'm like, yeah, no offense. I think Sheamus has more stamina than both of you combined.
Well, yeah, because Sheamus isn't like 50.
He's like 39 though, so he's still not like a spring chicken.
True.
I think he was 39. Maybe he was the one because I don't know. Some guy did that where he's like, Sheamus or Cesaro. One of them was 39. The other was like 36. He's like, so yeah, the Hardys have like a narrow edge on them in being veterans.
But Sheamus also hasn't ruined his body by jumping off of steel cages for half his career.
Yep, definitely.
Oh yeah, Sheamus is 39.
Oh. Yeah, no one can beat Jeff Hardy for destroying themselves jumping off of shit.
Yep.
Matt Hardy.
And Cesaro was 36.
Matt Hardy compacted his spine. That's why he stopped doing the
Yeah,
leg
but
drop.
he didn't do it near as much. He just got
No.
really unlucky.
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy is the undisputed king of jumping off of shit.
Yeah.
I hate how he converted it into a fucking like top rope like standing elbow drop. I'm like, really? That's because he does a and then it's like, and you're just like, what? That's kind of lame, dude. You could have done better than that. Like maybe a jump kick or something would have looked better than just It's just like.
I can't believe he turns into Pew in the middle of his move.
Yeah,
amazing.
Kind of. I have a really horrible joke, and I'm not sure if I should say it.
Can you type it?
It's not like she watches our videos.
No, not about her.
Oh, okay.
I was just going to say, if you're talking about the king of people hurting themselves coming off of shit, it's probably Owen.
Oh, damn, dude.
I mean, I didn't laugh at that. That's funny and messed up. I appreciate it.
Damn. It's a good thing we're not endorsed by WWE.
Pretty much.
I can't even picture a world where we're endorsed by WWE.
That's a fucked up world.
Well, Triple H is our friend.
That's true. Richter Worldwide. I'll come out in the suit.
Yes! Shit, dude, that needs to be your new gimmick for 2K18.
There you go.
Damn, now you have to make an alternate outfit for yourself in a suit and like shades for Richter Worldwide.
Yeah. Now we have to make alternate tires of us in Richter Worldwide T-shirts.
Yes. I can already picture the shirt.
And that's the world where we're sponsored by WWE. That's the alternate world where we went to more frequent events, and the alternate world where Vince died 15 years ago and Shane's been running the company for a decade.
Oh, I feel bad that sounds like a really cool alternate world. Now.
Anyway, so
John
back to Crazy Iron Man match.
There you go. Yeah. Your theme song has to be JBL's theme song. That's the Richter Worldwide theme song.
I want to go with no. I want to take just about anything else.
Anything.
Give you the Tony Stark theme song.
Okay.
Anywho, so yeah, lots of shit happened, back and forths. Cesaro and Sheamus went up to a 2-zip lead early on, but the Hardys came back and claimed themselves 2 victories. Sheamus and Cesaro went up to 3-2, and then the Hardys very nearly, after a twist of fate by Jeff onto Cesaro, the Hardys very nearly tied it up, but the time expired as the ref's hand was coming down for a 3.
Yeah, because Cesaro ran like a little bitch.
Yeah. Well, that's what you do in a match like this.
I guess.
So, a score of 3-2, the tag champions retained. Per the usual, a pinfall in this kind of a match will be scored as the equivalent of an elimination. So, let's see what kind of craziness we got going on here.
Mm-hmm.
And there was some craziness. Matt got busted open at some point.
Yeah, he donned the crimson mask. Literally, it was a crimson mask. Like, his entire face was just covered in blood.
Yeah, the recapper here believes that Matt elbowed him in the face too hard.
You mean Sheamus?
Sorry, yeah, that Sheamus elbowed Matt in the face too hard, sorry.
Possibly, but yeah, he was... It was right at the end, actually, when Jeff was fighting Cesaro. Because after the bell rang and Jeff was like, God damn it. Because Matt was laying on the mat. And so you couldn't really see him because he had his face down. And he got up with a, what the hell just happened kind of look. And he turns around and his face is like completely red. I was like, Jesus, what the hell did you hit? What hit you? What the hell, dude?
So apparently it was an elbow that Cesaro hit him with at ringside, according to the recapper.
Ah, okay. That makes a little more sense.
The ringside elbow. So, anyway.
I was like, what the hell hit you, dude? What the shit?
Yeah.
And then ref comes running over with a towel, like slaps it on his face. Wipe that
Yeah.
shit off.
Yep. Credit to Matt, though. In one of the match, he did manage to hit a top rope twist of fate.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he did. Oh.
Basically. So, let's go ahead and do this. We'll go and score the losers first,
Okay.
as we tend to do. I'm going to start off with Jeff. Not you, Hardy. And so, Jeff Hardy, being on the losing team, will get 8 points for competing in this. And this is a specialty match. He's going to get another 3. So 11 is going to be our base for this match, just for the record. So Jeff's going to get the base 11. And then he's going to get 9 points for moves, which is going to be 20. And then 6 points for scoring the 2 eliminations that the Hardys had. Wait, what the fuck? Now I'm confused. What was the final score?
I
lost the track of the final scores. Oh. So the final score was 4-3, not 3-2. My apologies.
Ah.
I fucked that up. Like, wait a minute, there's way too many pinfalls here. Okay, anyway. So Jeff had 2 of the Hardys' 3 pinfalls. So Jeff will have the 11 points, 9 for moves is 20, and 2 pinfalls is worth another 6, so 26 points to Jeff Hardy.
Fair enough.
Let's see, where the hell is he? Jeff Hardy. There we go. 28, which would be 388. And the top 10 for Jeff Hardy.
For now.
And then Matt is going to get himself the same 11. Plus 11 for moves is 22. Plus 3 for an evasion of a move is 25. And then 3 for the pinfall that he received is 28 points to Matt. We're at 64, and then 8 is going to be 372. Yeah. And then the victors of the match. Let's see here. I guess we'll go with whoever scored the final pinfall for the victory points.
You want to do the victory first? Don't we usually save that for last?
Yeah, I need to know who got it so I know who to do first. So I believe, according to this, the final... let's see.
I think it was Cesaro, because Cesaro pinned Jeff and then ran the fuck out the ring.
Yes, that is correct. So we'll do Sheamus first then. Sheamus had 3 of the tag team champions 4 pinfalls for this match.
Wow.
He was doing quite a lot of the work. And so Sheamus is going to have himself the standard 11. He's going to get himself 2 for moves. It's 13. 3 for an evasion of getting out of a twist of fate is 16. And 9 for the eliminations is... What did I say? 16 and 9. So that's 25. Plus he gets 15 for being on the winning team. Now I lost track again.
You suck.
Oh, so 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 16 and 9 is 25, right? And then 15 for being on the winning team. If it is 40. And then a tag title retention is another 15. It's 55 points to Sheamus. Let's see here. Put Sheamus at 393.
And the top 10.
And the top 10. And then we're going to have
Jeff.
Cesaro. Huh?
I said, bye, Jeff.
Yep. So Cesaro, on the other hand, Cesaro didn't have any reversals, but Cesaro is going to get the standard 11. He's going to get 5 for moves, is 16. He's going to get 3 for the pinfall that he scored, is 19. He's going to get 30 for actually winning the match. Is 49. He's going to get another 10 for being a specialty match. Is 59. And 15 for retaining the tag titles is 69. 74 points to Cesaro.
Damn.
Wow.
So let me scroll up to Cesaro. And is 445 for Cesaro.
Damn.
And the top 10.
Bye, Sheamus.
Yep. All right. So after that match,
We always knew Cesaro was better than Sheamus anyway.
yeah. So after we towel the blood off of Matt and get him out of the ring, we have ourselves a women's championship match between Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks.
Yeah, this match.
So they go back and forth. Neither woman uses a particularly lot of their arsenal.
No.
Not really. So there are some evasions of maneuvers. And by the time the whole thing is over, Alexa says fucking and just lets herself get counted out. So, strictly speaking, that does count as a title retention.
Yes.
But we'll go ahead and we'll do Alexa first since she technically lost the match.
Yes.
So it would be it would be 8 points for competing. An intentional count out loss is a -4, so she'll get 4 points for competing. And then she will get, let me see here. Move this up. There we go. Okay, so she's going to get 4 points for actually competing. She's got 7 for moves. Is 11 points. And then she's going to get the women's title retention, which is going to net her 25. So 25 plus the 11 is 36 points to Alexa. So these 70 is 89, 489. All right. And then Sasha technically won the match. She won it by a count out, so she gets 10 points for that. 8 for competing is 18. And 7 moves is 25 points to Sasha. Nice round number.
All right.
It's 35, and then 8 is 343. Boom. Okay. After the match, Sasha chases Alexa up the ramp and beats her up. They fight over to the announce table, climb on it. Sasha pushes Bliss off and then double knees her onto the floor.
Now, Bliss was about to DDT her through the table, and Sasha reversed it, actually.
Fair enough. That's not mentioned here.
Of course
She
not.
said no deal.
So Sasha should get also a reversal or evasion point for that.
Very well. So then Sasha will get herself post-match assault is 4. The evasion is 3, is 7. And the move is 8. 8 points, Sasha.
Would Sasha also get an OMG for jumping off the table into the pit below doing the double knee?
I don't know. What do you think, John?
She jumped from where off the stage onto a table.
Off the table. You know where the Raw table is up on the stage?
Yeah.
She jumped off of that, and Alexa was standing down in the pit off the stage. So that was quite actually she's pretty high up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I said that'd be fair.
Points for John.
13 points to Sasha then. 46 puts her at 56. 356. All right. All right. So after that.
And Alexa needs to get her assault points.
Fine.
She initiated the assault.
No, Sasha initiated the assault.
Okay, well, she was about to end it because she did try to DDT her through the table.
Finish it.
After that, Akira Tozawa was in the back with Titus, and he's not happy about how his match went down. And he tells Titus he better get him a rematch tomorrow night.
Ha, ha, ha.
Akira with a promo. He's 76. After this, we have ourselves an Intercontinental Championship match of The Miz versus Dean Ambrose.
Again. What is this, take 10?
I'm going to be perfectly I'm going to be perfectly honest here. I'm going to state something honest. I could watch The Miz and Dean Ambrose feud forever.
Feud forever.
Because I just love the chemistry those two have. They are just perfect opposites, and it's just so amazing when they work together.
This is true.
The Miz is accompanied by his Miztourage. That is what he's calling it.
I know. Just stuff like that amuses me because I'm always like, that's so stupid, but I love it.
Indeed. So we have ourselves an Intercontinental title match. Good back and forth match between these two gentlemen. Dean Ambrose trying to maintain the upper hand by periodically jumping out of the ring to assault the Miztourage and keep them out of the equation.
How would you know if it was a good match? You didn't see it.
Well, it sounds like a good match.
It was a good match.
All right, then.
Yeah, credit to Dean Ambrose for just like taking time out to go take out one of the Miztourage, take out the Miz, take out the other one of the Miztourage, take out the Miz.
Yeah, he going back and forth, but unfortunately, being a man and not wanting to get immediately DQ'd, he could not attack Maurice.
He didn't try.
Right. He could not attack Maurice, so as a result, she was able to put Miz's foot on the bottom rope after a dirty deed, so to break up a pinfall. And then while Ambrose was distracted because of that whole thing.
Of course, he's not going to attack Maurice. He's not Alberto Del Rio.
Yeah. But anyway, he suicide dove the Miztourage, but Dallas hit Ambrose in the back behind the ref, and Miz hit him with the skull crushing finale to retain the championship. So we're going to give accompaniment and interference to the Miztourage. So that's going to be 11 points to each member of the Miztourage. It's going to be 60 for Bo Dallas.
So was that accompaniment and interference?
Correct. 6 and 5 is 11. 54. And then Maurice will also get 11, which will put her at 61. 161. Meanwhile, Dean Ambrose competed in the match. He's going to get 8 points for that. He's going to get 6 for moves. It's 14. And he actually had 12 points worth of reversing Miz's shit. So 12 and 14 is 26 points to Ambrose. Ambrose is, so let's see, so 70, that's 81, 91, and 6 is 297. The Miz got himself a Intercontinental title retention.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. The Miz is going to get 20 points for that. 30 for winning the match is 50. 8 for competing is 58. And 5 moves. Not of Doom.
Doom.
Is 63 points to the Miz.
Miz.
No, it is going to put the Miz at 503.
Damn, son.
All right.
Damn.
We then go to Braun Strowman versus Roman Reigns in an ambulance match.
This match, holy shit. Attitude Era.
Bow, 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 bow.
Like, this match was fucking brutal. Holy shit.
It sounds brutal.
And how they still haven't heel turned Roman, I don't know. Good fucking God. He was not a face in this match at all.
Yeah,
this match, you need to go back and see this match. Holy fuck.
Okay, then.
Yeah. Was not pretty.
Doesn't sound like it.
Be careful, Strowman, for you have now incurred the wrath of the Hanoi family.
Yeah, basically.
Samoan voodoo.
Okay, then.
I don't know. He's got some sort of magical Thor-like powers. Jesus Christ.
I've tried to remember over the course of time before the brand split. Did Did Roman beat and get any torches from John Cena?
No, but he has undead powers.
That is true. That is also effective.
Yeah, he literally channeled like fucking Attitude Era Undertaker in this match. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude. Except he lost. But aside from that, I think his losing is what provoked the spirit of the dead man.
Okay, then.
After he lost, Jesus.
Yeah. Yep. Fair enough.
And
so yeah,
you want to talk about? I remember mentioning this to Jim when he got back before we went to go record his thing. That apparently, John, you know how WWE is like, this is the PG era. We can't show blood in any of our pay-per-views. Yeah, apparently 0 fucks were given about that rule at this pay-per-view. And this match, like what happens at the end of this match, I looked at that. I was like, I know it's all fake, but at the same time, I'm like, damn, you really didn't give a fuck about your own rules. Jeez.
Yeah. Basically.
And I will describe it to you when Jim gets to that part. And then you will go puke because it is so gross.
It's not really that gross. Anyway, so this is an ambulance match. The goal is to throw your opponent in the back of the ambulance, close the door, and have it drive away.
Yeah, which technically speaking, it never drove away. So how the hell did Strowman win?
He closed the door. That constitutes enough,
I guess. Anyway.
So the guys the two beat each other up. They beat each other up outside the ring. They beat each other up the ramp. Weapons are used. Moves are thrown. Moves are countered. Reigns goes a little chair happy for a while, but gets blocked. Strowman fights Roman with one arm for a while. They almost go through the table, but that doesn't happen. Strowman beats Roman with the stretcher board from the ambulance. Strowman goes for a power slam, but Roman slips off and pushes Strowman, and he goes crashing through the stage screens.
Yep.
Reigns gets chucked off the stage. Reigns hits Strowman with a lighting rig, and then tries to spear Strowman into it, but Strowman sidesteps him, and Roman spears himself into the ambulance, and then loses.
And then shit gets real.
And after the bell, Roman came out, and he speared Braun Strowman, and then threw him into the ambulance, and it closed the doors. And then he got in the driver's seat, and he drove the ambulance to the parking area, and then he turned around, and then he backed the ambulance full speed into an 18-wheeler with Strowman in the back. Which, as I said at the point where I heard about this, no, Roman, I get that you're watching old NWO tapes, but you did that in reverse. You're supposed to hit the ambulance with the 18-wheeler, not the other way around.
Also, you're supposed to allow Strowman to get out of the ambulance before you do that.
Also that.
Because Strowman was still in the ambulance.
Yeah.
And like when Reigns got out, like Kurt Angle showed up with a bunch of people, and he's like, "The hell did you just do?" And Reigns just kind of looked at him and was like, "Fuck." He gave him like the "fuck you" look and just walked off, holding his ribs from the match. And they're like, "We got to get him out. We got to get him out of there." And
I wish when he said, "What did you do?" he said, "I gave him some competition."
To the point that basically Kurt Angle had called the fire department, who came out and had to use the jaws of life on the fucking side door of the ambulance to open it. Also to the point that they basically did a side-by-side. They had one screen with what was going on in the back and one screen with a match that no one was paying attention to because everyone was wondering what the hell was going on with Braun Strowman. Which I thought was hilarious. It's like the match ended before that segment did, so literally 0 fucks were given about that match. I don't even remember who the fuck was competing in that match because I didn't care. I was like, shit, I want to see what they're going to do with this. And they finally pry the doors open, and they bring up a stretcher. They're going to pull Strowman out. Strowman climbs out of the wreckage and he is fucked the hell up. Like, literally, like, his entire arm is like just dripping blood, and like he's all hurt. He's like blood all over. They legitimately look like he was in the back of that truck and got fucked up by the truck hitting the 18-wheeler. Like, that's how far they went. He legitimately looked completely fucked the hell up. I was like, wow. You guys care nothing about blood at this point. Like, zero fucks. They're like negative fucks are being given. And he's like, I don't need your help, and just like limps off.
And he stood up and he walked away.
Wow.
And Kurt Angle, props Kurt Angle, completely selling it with the bug eyes, the holy fuck look on his face. Just like, what am I supposed to do here? What's going on? Like, that was an amazing bit just because it was sold properly. And I don't know if the injuries on Strowman were legitimate or if they did something to him inside the ambulance, but it looked completely legit.
Wow.
Yeah, you need to go back and look at that footage if you can find it. It's probably all over the internet. Some of the best stuff WWE has done.
Okay.
Yeah, that feud's not over. And then Jim can tell us what match the WWE gave zero fucks about that they threw in the middle of this for no reason.
Well, let me score this first, and then we'll do that.
Yeah.
And also, I think the better point was made during the promo on Raw, actually, which we'll get to on Saturday.
Fair enough.
Did you see that promo?
Probably, I don't remember. I saw Raw.
The Lesnar Joe Roman promo.
Yes, I did see that promo.
Yeah. Yeah, and Kurt, Roman, you got a lot of balls showing up over here after what you did. What I did, what I did, and he points to Joe, was what you couldn't do, points to Lesnar, and what you're never around to do.
Yeah.
And whatever Roman did, he impressed the shit out of Paul Heyman, because even Paul Heyman was like, no, Samoa Joe. See, the real man who came out and put the Undertaker on a Samoan trophy case, he has a legitimate claim at the Universal Championship. The fake Samoan who got beat by Brock Lesnar last night, no.
Well, there is a valid point considering Reigns is an Anoa'i. That's literally his last name.
Yeah.
So he kind of has a point there.
Yep.
Sorry, Samoa Joe, but in the wrestling world, you kind of are the fake Samoan. I think you're the better Samoan, but you're kind of the fake Samoan.
Ouch.
Well, I'm sorry. He's probably the best Samoan on the roster right now, on either roster.
Yeah. Probably. Although, I don't know. Although if I really had to make a point, I think the fakest Samoans around right now are the Usos.
That's an insult even calling them Samoan at this point. You have just insulted the Anoa'i family. Good job.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Rikishi is sitting at home. His face is buried somewhere. He's just like, It's like, oh, even I didn't go that gangster.
Yep. That needs to be the storyline. As Rikishi comes back and he's so disappointed with them, he sends Too Cool out to kick their asses. We'll talk about that later. In the meantime, ambulance match.
Yes. Score it.
We're going to score it and all the crazy shit that happened. So let's see here. Of course, there is inherent weapon usage for both men. That kind of goes without saying.
Many weapon usage, yes.
Many weapon usages. And
and Roman Reigns should get at least 2 OMG points.
Yeah.
One
basically.
for the ambulance, one for fucking tossing Braun Strowman through the fucking set.
Yeah, that's what I was figuring.
And for those wondering, the digital set, legitimately digital, because when Reigns threw him through it, the panels on the other side were going because he like broke all the connections and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was
Fair
a
enough.
fucked up crazy match.
It was a fucked up crazy match. So we'll go ahead and we'll do Roman first since Braun technically won the match.
Yes, he did.
So Roman is going to get himself. It is a specialty match, so Roman will get himself the standard 8. 3 for a specialty is 11, and 9 move points is 20. And let's throw up 2 OMGs is going to be 30 points to Roman.
Yep.
Puts him at 297. Braun Strowman won the match. He's going to get 30 points for that. 10 for being a specialty is 40. 8 for competing is 48. And another 12 for moves and evasions is 50 is 60 points to Braun. Oh, and 3 for weapons is 63. And I'll throw 3 more to Roman in a minute. So 63 right here on Roman. Let me throw 3 to Roman real quick while I'm in the vicinity. I'm going to put Roman at 300 even. And then we're going to save 60, you want to say 63 points to Braun? Yeah.
Is that what you said? Yeah, okay.
I think that's what I said, 63. So he was 85. What's about 288?
Also, I want to see someone do a quick mashup of the moment after Braun throws Roman Reigns into the ambulance and closes the door, and he stands there and then slowly realizes that the ambulance hasn't moved. At that point, I just want to go, dong, dong, dong. You've done it now. Like as the door's open, done it now. You've gone and made a big mistake. As Reese just comes out and just kills him. Do it, internet.
There you go.
Maybe I'll do it.
Do it.
Do it. Finish him. Fatality. Anyway.
Dead man walking.
Keep rolling.
Yeah. No, he definitely Roman Reigns. If he took any of the theme songs, it'd be the big evil one. You've done it now.
Yeah. So anyway, in the interim of some of this, there was a match going on. We know nothing about it except who was in it and who won.
Even the recapper couldn't give 2 fucks. Wow.
No, because the match was barely the match was barely shown on screen, and the bell rang while the camera was focused exclusively on the ambulance.
True.
So there was nothing to see. But luckily, since they knew this match was going to be ignored, they gave it to 2 guys who are used to having their matches ignored. It was Heath Slater versus Kurt Hawkins.
Oh, that's right.
Which Kurt Hawkins,
I'm like, how did they make the main card? I guess it was the go entertain the fans while real shit happens backstage match.
Pretty much, so that people in the audience in the arena had something to do. And Kurt Hawkins actually sent out a tweet afterward about like, this is what we mean when anything can happen in the WWE. I'm sitting in the back of craft services, eating some food, and all of a sudden I'm semi-main eventing the pay-per-view.
I guess I can't complain. I get points for both men, so. You
do get points for both men. So we don't know what the fuck happened, but we know Slater won. So. Because we heard the bell and we heard Slater announce as the winner, but beyond that, we don't know what the fuck happened. So Kurt Hawkins is going to get 8 points for showing up. So that's 4. That's 54. And then Heath Slater is going to get 30 points for winning a pay-per-view match and 8 for showing up. So 38 free points to Heath Slater.
R.I.P. Kurt Hawkins' career.
Yeah. 78, and then 8 is going to be 86 points for Heath Slater. Okay.
Thank you, Wendy.
Basically. And then we have our main event, the Universal Championship, Brock. Sorry, hang on. It is Samoa Joe. Versus the reigning, defending, Universal Champion, the Beast, the Conqueror, Brock Lesnar.
Who got fucking lucky. He got super fucking lucky. Because Joe locked on the cocaine and clutch for like a solid fucking minute and would not let go.
What's luck got to do with it? Got to do with it.
Everything. Which I also call bullshit because on Raw, when he locked in the coquina clutch on Brock Lesnar, he went down in 5 seconds flat. So, bullshit. And this was, mind you, fresh Brock Lesnar, who had not just gotten his ass handed to him by Samoa Joe. He just got the coquina clutch. In this match, it was basically Joe whooping Brock's ass from 10 weights from Sunday. So, yeah, bullshit.
You didn't see the training montage where Brock was lifting barbells with his neck to make sure that he could withstand the hold.
Yes.
It wouldn't have been barbells. It would have been fucking 2x4 posts because he's a farm boy.
That too.
Buckets of milk.
There you go.
Yes. Anyway, yeah, so the match opens up, and while Heyman is doing Brock's over-the-top ring introduction, Joe jumps in before the bell, takes him out to ringside, and then suplexes him through the announce table.
Nope.
Yes.
Nope. He rock bottoms him through the announcer table.
It clearly says suplex right here in the recap.
I saw the match. It was not a suplex. It was a fucking, like, rock bottom, STO type move.
Rock bottom. Rock bottom.
Rock bottom! Rock bottom!
Yeah, he literally did it. He literally grabbed him by the neck and rock bottomed him to the table. I was like, shit.
Rock bottom! Rock bottom!
Yeah.
Ooh, Lana ravishes in stunning new bikini photos. That's
She's
the important WWE headline that's on the main page when you log in on WWE.com.
So that should be a signature point to Joe for that. And probably an OMG for putting him through the table.
Yeah, but hang on a sec.
He's got to look at those photos.
No. I want to see what WWE thinks the move was that went through the table.
Oh.
Yeah. John knows what I'm talking about, that STO pseudo rock bottom thing he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just did that. He grabbed him, went boom, and slammed him through the table. I was like, damn. Joe was giving $0. He's like, no, I'm killing you, Brock.
Come on, load images. There we go. NXT.
Yeah, apparently, this was the night of people trying to kill other people at a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Like, I halfway expected Pillman to walk out with a gun. Ooh.
That would have been rather impressive considering he's dead.
So I said, ooh, I have a gun.
Yeah. Anyway. Let's see here.
Wait, no, we made an Owen joke. We make a Pillman joke, too. Hey, this is the pay-per-view of $0. We're allowed to give $0, people.
Apparently.
Yeah, with how little fucks are being given, you would think Daniel Bryan was the one running the pay-per-view.
Yeah. That's not what I want. Fuck. God damn.
Tell me what you want,
Go
what
back
you
to
really,
stop.
really want.
I won't tell you what I want, what I really, really want. I want the fucking pay-per-view results. There we go.
I want the pay-per-view results.
Basically.
If you want to be my recap.
You want to be my results?
Jim's theme song.
There you go. Okay, let's see here.
You're lucky they haven't
Richter worldwide.
You're lucky they not giving us ability to do custom theme songs yet.
Let's see here. Okay. Whoa.
Also, Jim, it has been confirmed. No creative story, no creative finisher this year.
Okay, then. Considering the creative finishers always look like shit, I'm okay with that. Put it to the commentary table with an earth-shattering Uranagi.
Isn't that basically an STO?
I guess.
Kinda.
Let me take a look. To the YouTubes. To
Uranagi. Let's see.
Nage.
One of the original 40 throws of judo as developed by Jigoro Kano.
Yeah, it's the thing that Bray Wyatt uses.
Yeah, Bray Wyatt uses it too.
Which is, as you called it, the rock bottom.
Yeah, it's basically a rock bottom. Yeah, okay. So, Fair enough.
Yeah, that is no way in any shape or form a suplex. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking.
I don't know. So that opens the match up. Heyman goes to check on Brock, and Brock manages to get to his feet and get in the ring, tells the ref he's ready to go. And then Joe goes to work on Lesnar for a while. Lesnar manages to fire back with some knees and some pummeling stuff in the corners. They go back and forth. Joe goes for a clutch. Brock gets out of it. Suplex City. 3 of them until a reversal. There's a low blow mule kick that the ref didn't see. Side suplex, another coquina clutch, fights it off, but he gets it locked in. He drops Joe with a side slam, goes for a spear, but hits a ring post. Joe goes for another one, goes back to Suplex City a few more times. Joe reverses the F5 into the coquina clutch. Lesnar fights out of it and hits the F5 for the win. So, let's see. Samoa Joe is going to get 4 for the pre-match assault. 1 for the Uranagi is 5. And 5 for an OMG through the table is 10 points for Joe pre-match.
You're not going to give him credit for the 3 Uranage or the 3 coquina clutches he put on Brock Lesnar?
I haven't done the match yet.
Oh.
I was starting with the pre-match.
Oh.
Moron. I literally fucking said that.
Fair enough.
Anyway, so Joe has 10 points pre-match. Then in the match, then he's going to get 8 points for competing in the match proper. It's 18. He's going to get 4 for being in the main event, is 22.
Right.
He's going to get 7 for moves, is 29. And then 5 for, no, that's actually the OMG I already gave him. So, all right. So that's 22 points to Joe.
And that includes reversals.
Yeah, he didn't have any reversals.
I thought he reversed out of the F5 to lock in a coquina clutch. You just said that.
Oh, you're right. Okay, so 25 points to Joe then.
Fair enough. Yeah, this was a hell of a
35
match.
and 8. 9, 44, 43. 443. And then the winner of the match, Brock Lesnar, who is going to get 30 points for winning this match. He's going to get 25 points for a title retention. Is 55. He's going to get 8 points for competing. Is 63. He's going to get 10 points for moves. Is 73. 6 points for evasions. Is 79 points to Brock Lesnar.
Damn.
Brock only had 20 to begin with, so that's 99 points to Brock Lesnar. All right. And thus we haveth Great Balls of Fire.
You forgot someone.
What? Oh, Paul Riss gets accompaniment.
Paul Riss.
Yeah, Paul Riss gets accompaniment. Fair enough. That puts Paul Riss at 60. Okay.
That was probably match of the night, that main event, because that was a damn good match.
Indeed.
I have to say, this pay-per-view, actually one of the better pay-per-views they've put on. Partly because 0 fucks were given.
For a Raw pay-per-view, it was amazing.
I'm just saying, overall, it was one of the better pay-per-views, period, that they've put on in effectively the PG era.
Let's check the scores. So, here we go. Are y'all ready for this?
Down.
Yep. So, I'm assuming Team Extreme is still in the lead. 70-96, 63-42. Starting to close the gap for the Certified Balor Club. And back at 55-65 is Team Apocalypse.
I'm actually shocked I got that many points. I didn't think I would get that many points. Fair enough.
You got 40 for AJ.
Well, that's true, too. But even then, that's still like 200 points.
And then that would be, let's see, when did that event happen? That was last Sunday, so that would have been on the 9th. 17. So yeah, looking at the scores here. I mean, let's see.
You
look
got
at
a
the
fuck ton
scores.
of points. You got like 500 points.
Yeah, I got about 500 points, but you got about 200.
Yeah, me and Sean got about 200.
John got about 200 also. That was the Miz.
We got screwed, John.
Dumb is.
So down the gap is between the leaders is close to 700 points.
Yeah.
But we're only just over I think less than a month away from SummerSlam.
Yeah, so this will be interesting.
I think no wait, Battleground is next. Battleground will be next,
Yeah.
then SummerSlam. So there are 2 pay-per-views left. So we'll see how those pay-per-views affect the rankings.
Yeah. I mean, you guys could easily catch up through SummerSlam because depending on how they go with the main event, I could just be completely out of the main event.
It's possible, but we'll find out. Let's see here. The pay-per-view events. Let's see. Scrolling it down. Oh, come on. Let me click, you piece of crap. God damn it. So let's see here. Yes, Battleground is coming up on the 23rd. And then about 4 weeks away, give or take, is SummerSlam on August 20th. So you're going to be, because we know you have the main event of Battleground already because it's Mahal and Orton, and it's a specialty.
Yep, and I have the rematch of AJ and Owens as well.
You have that as well.
And if there's a tag title match, I have that because I have the Usos.
There is. They're fighting the New Day again.
Yeah, but you might actually win that.
I could take that one. And then Cena's fighting Rusev. We have to give them to somebody.
Yep, and then there's the women's match, which I assume I have nobody in.
You have Tamina, don't you?
Yeah, but if it's a title match, she's not going to be involved in that.
No, she is. So's Lana.
They're doing a rematch, but this time she gets Lana. Lana gets Tamina.
No, it's a a fatal 5-way.
Oh, for the number 1 contendership. So they're not actually having a title match. Fair enough.
Yes, it's the number 1 contenders match. Will be so. It'll be Charlotte, Becky, Natalya, Tamina, and Lana. And a fatal 5-way to determine the number 1 contendership.
Fair enough.
Although, it could be something interesting because if Naomi comes out to watch and gets assaulted, Carmella has a briefcase. Anything's possible. But in the meantime, we also have Shinsuke versus Baron Corbin between the two of you.
Yeah, I'm not winning that.
Probably not. But then again, they wanted to push Corbin.
Yeah.
We'll see. So, yeah, so definitely I think a lot of the points are, I might get a tag match out of it, but otherwise most of the points are probably, the 2 big title matches are going to go to you, Jeff, so.
Yeah. So it'll give me padding, but I don't know, man, because SummerSlam is a huge event, and yeah.
There's a lot of matches at SummerSlam, but it depends on what they are.
Yeah, but you also know the Universal Championship match is going to be the main event. It has to be.
It depends on what they set up.
Well, it ain't going to be a SmackDown match.
They are
like SmackDown.
No, but they are known to have large matches that are not titles matches serve as the main event. Such as if, depending on what happens, if they had somebody like Undertaker was going to wrestle or something, they've been known to do that in the main event before.
Mm-hmm.
So it would depend on if they had a big name match they were trying to hawk to be the main event.
The only way the title match would not be the main event is if the title match was Brock v. Joe 2. Because then damn well the main event would be Reigns v. Strowman, take number 10.
Could be.
Because Undertaker powers.
Right. That is a valid point.
Although, Brock Lesnar kind of trumps Undertaker powers.
Yeah?
Because he is the draw.
He is.
He's an attraction. If he's going to compete, they're going to main event his ass to make it worth the exorbitant amount of money they paid him to get on a plane and come out there.
True. You know, unless
money greater than Undertaker powers.
yes, but there is something greater than money, depending on where the hastily thrown together match at Battleground goes, and that's John Cena.
Depends on if he's in a Raw match or SmackDown match. If he's in a SmackDown match, that trumps John Cena because they don't like SmackDown.
True, but it depends on what the match is.
Yeah.
It depends on what they bust out for the match. Because if they bust out something like, you know, John Cena versus person you would never expect,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and anything big like that, you know, you never know what's going to happen. You know, anything is possible.
True.
SummerSlam is the biggest party of the summer. They like to pull shit out for SummerSlam. So if they turn around and it's like John Cena versus Conor McGregor or some shit, that's gonna main event the pay-per-view.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Or the main event if they break out the ultimate match, Enzo Amore versus Lonzo Ball.
Enzo wins. On all fronts.
Fair enough. Let's check the leaderboards real quick. Because we do that from time to time.
Indeed.
All right, so in the lead still, by quite a nice margin, is the Cruiserweight champion, Neville. At 580 points. Followed closely by the United States champion, and the new face of America, Kevin Owens, at 509.
Former United States champion.
Former United States champion. You're right. We did count that now. Former United States champion Kevin Owens at 509. Followed by the Intercontinental champion, The Miz, fresh off his retention at 503. Followed by the new U.S. champion, AJ Styles at 495. Just 2 points ahead of the Raw Women's champion, Alexa Bliss at 493. Followed by the WWE champion, Jinder Mahal at 474. Who is followed by one half of the Raw Tag Team champion, Cesaro at 445. Followed by Samoa Joe at 443. Followed by Finn Balor at 416. And running out the top 10 is Seth freaking Rollins at 405.
You know what? This list tells a tale of why WWE is actually watchable at the present time.
Why is that?
Realize who like half the top 10 are? They're all the champions.
That's true.
That means WWE's actually using the champions, and the champions are actually doing shit.
That's true.
And that's why it's watchable.
Except Naomi, who's down at number 16.
Yeah, but
and Brock, wherever he is.
Well, Brock doesn't fucking do anything. He's Brock.
I know.
Yeah.
And since when has Naomi ever been watchable?
Yeah.
She's fuckable, but she's not watchable.
Ouch.
I'm sorry, she's terrible. But I mean, think about it. If you think back to like in previous years of WWE where it's been complete shit, how much of that is because we had no fucking champions? They never did anything. They would come out, cut a promo, and leave. You're like, wait, what?
Also, don't forget the Usos down at 34 and 39, respectively.
Yeah, but they fucking suck. They're garbage. They're worse than Naomi. Yes, that's what I said. Naomi's husband is less watchable than she is.
Wow.
Well, that's what happens when you take off the Samoan paint.
Apparently. Let's see. Who's the lowest? Not counting the zeros for obvious reasons. Who's the lowest point scorer? Well, it's John Cena because Cena just came back and so did Rusev. But beside them, Grand Metalik at Sin Cara. So all the luchas are at the bottom. Grand Metalik, Sin Cara, Lindsay Dorado.
Yes, because they don't care about 205 Live either.
Apparently not. They've got less points than Aiden English.
He showed up those 2 or 3 weeks.
He did. And he's still 1 point behind Victor.
Well, to be fair, I don't see any of the fucking cruiserweights getting RKO'd by Randy Orton 2 weeks in a row.
This is true.
That's why Aiden English has points, because Orton has decided, hey, you know what? You look like someone I could RKO.
Well, technically, I have seen two cruisers getting RKO by Orton. It's these two guys.
Yeah, the Singh brothers.
But they're technically not cruiserweights anymore because they're no longer on 205 Live. They've graduated to the main roster where they do nothing.
Yeah, they do nothing. They're still cruiserweights. They still weigh in at the appropriate weight level to be considered cruiserweight. Just because they're not competing doesn't make them not cruiserweights.
Yeah, I was like, have they had a match on the main roster?
No, they did. They've been as escorts. They have not actually had a match.
Wow.
Their only match. I think they did two of them have been on 205 Live, not counting the cruiserweight tournament proper. Interestingly, what the Singh brothers, the higher point scorer is 2 points behind James Ellsworth.
Unfortunately, in this
The first ever winner of the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match.
Yes.
Unfortunately, and this may unbalance things, but I just realized, Jim, you're going to have to end up with both Rusev and Cena.
Why is that?
Because Epico and Primo don't work for the WWE anymore.
Was that confirmed?
I thought it was.
No, I saw no confirmation of that, and the fact that they showed up that they kept showing up seemed to indicate that story was not true.
Oh, did they keep showing up?
Yes, or at least Epico did. He was in their Battle Royal. The Battle Royal that AJ won to earn the title match.
Mm.
Epico was in that Battle Royal. Apparently, they are, in fact, still employed.
Fair enough.
I mean, the rumor was they had requested it, but apparently it hasn't gone through, and apparently they're still there. So beyond that,
Fair enough.
we don't know. So we're going to have to wait and find out. In the meantime, we have to award Cena, Rusev. We still have not awarded the Canellises that I recall.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got them all stacked down here. We got the two Canellises, Cena and Rusev, and then Johnny Ocean's down here, but fuck him.
Yeah.
Actually, technically, you would get the Canellises because they came back first.
They did. You are correct, sir.
Which is perfectly fine, because I think hopefully they'll actually use Maria and actually let her wrestle, because that'd be a shame if she didn't wrestle.
Well, we'll find out. But given that Sammy's going to be feuding with Mike Kanellis, I think Sammy would need to find a female companion first. And given that he's on the wrong show to ask Bailey, I don't know who he would find.
Becky Lynch, since they've promptly buried her.
That could work. I could see that.
They have very similar theme songs.
Kind of. So anyway, that is your Great Balls of Fire for 2 week. Save changes. All right. So we will see you on Saturday for the usual shenanigans. Much news, much shit going on. Be there for it. Thank you, two, for joining me.
Welcome.
And we will see you then. I am James Phoenix. Peace.
Goodness gracious, great